Greetings and salutations, everyone. I am, as always, Darth Devious, bringing you another video review, this time from Takara. Transformers Masterpiece Ultra Magnus. And as you can see by the box, it's really large, because he's taking up almost my whole review space. I mean, I gotta tilt down just so you can see the bottom of his box. Yeah. Wonderful product shots on here. Masterpiece on this side, Masterpiece on this side. There's him. At the bottom, all those warnings, stuff he comes with. On the back, all the things he can do. Then I can't read that. I'm not worried about that. But, yeah. He can hold cars. Yay. He comes with these two little guys, which we'll show off in a second here. He can roll next to Optimus. He can do all these cool things. Yeah. Get this out of here. And this is his instruction booklet. And he's got a nice card in there. And then you can see it gives a history of the toys that came out for Ultra Magnus. Some of which I already have. Not everything, but I have a lot of these. I have G1, I have that. Have the animated. Some of the others that are on here. There's Fall of Cybertron down there. Yeah. Didn't really need his instructions though. We're going to bring him in. Dun, dun, dun. We'll come down on the camera so we can see him. You see he is rather impressive looking. Very large, very heavy. There's some nice die cast in certain parts of him. Just really cool. And the missiles here you can have in a variety of ways. I've got them right now in the G1 toy configuration where they were sitting like this. But you can take them, flip them around, and put them on the side. So it's more like, you know, the cartoon. Which is nice. You have options. They don't fire, but they do come out. Just gotta pull them out. If there were springs and stuff in there, they probably could fire, but they don't. So, there you go. Really cool. Now, a lot of people have been complaining about this red bumper. This is cartoon accurate. Why would you complain about that? Because that's kind of what he is. He's almost a cartoon accurate representation of Ultra Magnus. I don't get fans sometimes. You guys complain over nonsensical stuff. And he comes with Spike and Daniel. Very tiny guys. And, you know, they have no faces like all the others. Daniel has a hip problem. I don't know why his hips are so wide. But, I don't know. They can actually fit inside his cab. I'm not going to show it, but there is, if you just, you know, pop this part up, which is part of his transformation. Inside there's two seats, there and there. They can sit there. It's not really necessary, but yeah. He comes with, you know, an extra angry face. He comes with these hands for holding a matrix and going, "Open, damn it, open!" Which we'll show off later. Just really nice all around. These can come down. You can put cars in there. These can unpeg and these can come down so you can put cars in there. You know, and we'll show some cars, and then we'll show them with Optimus as well. He's taking up a lot of space right now, so first car we'll show him with. Here's Wheeljack. We'll put Wheeljack up top. Take Smokescreen. You can stick Smokescreen inside. We'll put Sideswipe behind Smokescreen. Close up the back end. And lastly, we'll put little Bumblebee up top. And, you know, there he is. He can carry 4 Masterpiece Autobot cars, which is really nice. Nice little touch. Yeah. Then we'll bring in Optimus. You see here, the cab mode is the same size, because his cab can come off. There is a tab underneath here. As Bumblebee goes for a tumble, but there's a tab here. You push the button and it comes off, and you can see they're roughly the same size as cabs. You know, it's like they took the outer shell design from this to make this. So, there you go. Poor Bumblebee's just like, why did you do this to me? There, now you can have a ride back. And if you want to see him with Optimus's trailer, bring in Optimus's trailer. I know it's hard to see, but because my camera's kind of crappy and small, and my review space is very small. But yeah, there you go. You get a little bird's eye view there of how these guys look together. They look really good together. I will say this. Robot mode, Magnus is just massive compared to Optimus. So speaking of which, I'm going to get all these guys into robot mode, and then we'll be right back. For you guys anyway. For me, probably going to be about a half hour transforming 6 Masterpiece robots. Yay! Alright, and here's Ultra Magnus in his rather impressive robot mode. And this thing is just massive. I mean, I gotta really bring the camera up for this, because he is just huge. Really. It's got a nice head sculpt, as you can see. And part of his head here is actually die cast. Like the horns and the lower part of his head is die cast. The front is plastic because it comes off, so you can put the other face on. Behind his chest there's some die cast. His feet have some die cast in them. I mean, they're just down there. He is very heavy for a Masterpiece figure. Very heavy. Very well done. Ratchets everywhere. Yeah. And you can open up his chest. Just get this, just like in the cartoon movie. It opens up just like that. And there's a matrix chamber in there. So you can put a matrix in there. I'm not gonna, but you can actually fit this in there. The one from MP-10. And like I said, he comes with these hands. I remember that I got the camera all the way up. It comes with these hands that you can put the matrix in, and he can struggle with it, and all this other good stuff over his head. I'm not going to show it, but basically you just pull his hands off. There's a ball joint here at his wrist. Lift his hands up, his arms up, and try to get them together, and you can put these in. Open, damn it, open! He's not meant to. And if you want to give him his different face, just slide this one off, revealing the horror of a weird Optimus Prime face inside. A white one, just like the old robot. And you just take this, pop that one off, pop the screaming face on, and there he is. Ah! Just imagine the sweeps in Galvatron blasted him to pieces. I like that face on him though. And back here, there's a little palette, there's a little spot. Other people showed it. You can actually store the faces if you want to, so they're out of the way. You can store both faces on there and have them go around with that creepy Optimus face. And there's his butt flap. Yeah, it should be smaller, but it is kind of accurate to the cartoon. So, I'm not going to complain about it. articulation. His head's on one of those pin and socket swivel things, so you don't get side to side, but you do get the rotation and up and down. I can't deal with that now. He's got a nice 360 there. You can bring these out so you can get more of his tilt going. But, you know, they work even if they're close up. Doesn't bother me. He's got a rotation here. Got a nice ratchet. Rotation at the wrist. His first finger is articulated. These three are together, just like all the other, like, you know, Masterpiece figures, the bigger ones. Almost the same articulation. I think Optimus and Soundwave have an extra joint in their fingers. Yeah, we go down. No waist, but really the way he's designed, where were you going to put it? There's just too much the way he was designed. I mean, going from a car carrier to this. I mean, yeah. His legs, forward, back, they go out, make a lot of noise. They do rotate a little. You got a nice knee. It can go forward. It can go forward a little bit. He's double jointed. And then his feet, you got some ankle tilt going on. And like I said, he's got some die cast down here. I love this bit here. These fake wheels, smaller wheels. That's accurate to the cartoon. I love that they did that. Because the wheels on the back of the cab would shrink down when he turned into a robot in the cartoon. Don't believe me? Go watch the G1 cartoon. His gun, it was stored in vehicle mode. I forgot to show that, but it just pegs in. There's a spot and pegs in between the arms. And then you can just have him hold it. And a lot of people said it's a little small. It doesn't bother me. It's a nice G1 design. Yeah, the original G1 was white. This is kind of a purplish metallic. It works. And just like all the other Masterpieces, he has a slot there. Pegs the gun in. And then you can... Come on. Hold your gun. Hold it, damn it! Hold it! So he can hold his gun. You can put, you know, Spike on his shoulder. Gee, Magnus, you're so big. I didn't realize you were this big. Shut up, Spike. I can't deal with that now. And then we'll put him way in the back. And come down some. Because it's size comparison time. Here he is, and here is MP-10. And you see, he towers over MP-10. And it's not just the height, it's the entire package. He's just massive compared to MP-10. And you can bring in some of the other cars. Here's Wheeljack. Wheeljack comes up to his thigh. You know, side swipe, same thing. Smokescreen. We'll come down and we'll put in little bitty Bumblebee in the front. Bumblebee doesn't even come up to his kneecap. Bumblebee barely comes up to Optimus's kneecap. So, this thing is amazing. It really is. I am so glad I got this. If you can afford him, get it. He's not cheap. He's almost $200. But you're getting what you paid for this Masterpiece figure. He really, really is amazing. Can't say enough about this. This was going to be a gush fest, basically. Because, you know, I like Ultra Magnus, and he is a good version of Ultra Magnus. And I'll show you again how big he really is. Here's Combiner Wars Superion. He's taller than Superion. Not by much. Only about, you know, a few millimeters, but he's still taller than Superion. Alright. I know I could have showed off a lot more of what this guy could do, but frankly, I don't like doing videos that are like a half hour long. It's just not my thing. But I recommend him. If you can afford him, you need to go out and get him. Masterpiece Ultra Magnus is probably one of the best Masterpiece figures we've gotten in a long time. All of them are fantastic. Starting from when they redid MP-10 to the smaller in-scale version, just really well done. They've really stepped up their engineering. Now, I'm not getting Starsaber. I just don't have any attachment to that character, but I will be getting Trax closer to the end of the year. Now that we've seen a reveal of his robot and car mode. Because if anybody knows me, my favorite Autobot is Trax. So, I'm hoping they give us a Raoul figure to go with it, but we'll see what happens. So yeah, Masterpiece Ultra Magnus. Get this big guy. This Ultra Magnus can deal with it. You be good. I'll send him rolling towards you, and he'll bring some backup with him, because he can carry 4 Autobots. You really want to deal with that? Better be good. Later.